These are your olfactory bulbs. The white lines on lateral sides would be your olfactory tract. The two things that crisscross would be your optic chiasm, or is it optic chiasma? Yes.
Oh, chiasma.
Yes, and then that would be your infundibulum, right?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me go to 3. And then the bean-like structure is your pituitary gland or your hypophysis. Those two would be, are those your, is that part of your corpora quadrigemina? No?
That's mammillary bodies.
Oh, because I could see it better when we open it.
That's true.
But okay, those are your mammillary bodies.
And
then
okay, so what do the nerve? What do the nerve?
the nerve. Okay. Pause. Here's your cranial nerve number 1, which is olfactory. Cranial nerve number 2, optic. Cranial nerve number 3, oculomotor. Is it? Video, yeah. Cranial nerve number 4 is your trochlear. Cranial nerve number 5 is your trigeminal. Cranial nerve number 6, right there, is abducens or abducens. Cranial nerve 7 is your facial nerve. Cranial nerve 8, that one is your vestibulocochlear nerve. Cranial nerve 9 would be your glossopharyngeal or glossopharyngeal. 10 is cranial nerve 10 is vagus or whatever. Cranial nerve 11 is your accessory nerve, and cranial nerve 12 is your hypoglossal nerve. Okay, so right here, this is your frontal lobe, parietal lobe, temporal lobe, occipital lobe, and then you have your cerebral hemispheres. So these are your cerebral hemispheres. This is your longitudinal fissure. This is your transverse fissure, and this is your sylvian fissure. And then the lines would, the indentations would be your sulci, and then the bumps would be your gyri, and the whole pink layer would be your cerebral cortex. And then when we open it up, right here, that would be your corpus callosum, and then right underneath would be your fornix, and then when you open it up, the spaces would be your lateral ventricles. And deeper into the brain, which is the seahorse, we have the this is the thalamus, and then the hypothalamus, and then the thought is the interthalamic adhesion, and then the mammillary body, infundibulum, and that would be your optic chiasm.
I'm sorry.
And then that is your pituitary gland. This is your pineal gland or your pineal body. And then we have your superior colliculi. So right there, superior colliculi, and your inferior colliculi. And together they make up 4 bulby structures, which is 4 bodies, and these are the corpora quadrigemina. And then your cerebral peduncle would be
Oops.
it's okay. Would be the area where there are like lines. So the area would be your cerebral peduncles. And then moving on to the metencephalon, we have the pons, and then the cerebellum. So yes, these are your cerebellum, and if you put them together, the ridge right down the center that connects them is your vermis, and you have a left and a right hemisphere. And then the entire area around the whole brown would be your cerebellar cortex, and then the tree of life would be your cerebellar white matter. And then back to the myelencephalon, this is your medulla oblongata.